You know, I'm reluctant to read from the book, not because it's old and boring, but because it's new and refreshing. I'm afraid to shock you. So I'll read you one paragraph. Advice to the next president, The Savage Worldview. This is meant for Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney should read this book if he wants to be elected. Mitt Romney needs to read this book, and he needs to go on some conservative shows, not on the Savage Nation because he's not welcome here. I don't want him on the show. So you can write that down. I don't want Mitt Romney on the Savage Nation. I don't need another double talker. Yes, I'm going to vote for him. I don't want him on the show. Let him go on some lesser shows. I really don't care. But this is a book that will give Mitt Romney the ammunition he needs to perhaps show some spine and some fire. I'm going to read you something that you may not know. Obama's economic policies have caused such an enormous rise in the price of the necessities of life that his administration has removed energy and food prices from its financial analysis in order to avoid telling the American people just how bad inflation is. Did you know that? Did you know that the inflation rate that you're reading about is false? Because the Obama administration removed energy and food costs from the financial analysis. Because if they were put back in, the inflation rate would be closer to 15 to 18%. Number two, the U.S. Navy, page 2, our primary military force in the 21st century, has the smallest number of ships we have had since the end of World War I. Now, Mitt Romney quoted that line, by the way. I'm proud to tell you that one of his speechmeisters stole it from me, but that's good. In 1918, our Navy was comprised of 774 ships. It's down to fewer than 300 today. Bill Clinton decimated our military forces during the 1990s. And under Barack Obama, the problem is getting worse. Now, I could go on. I'm not going to read you any more facts. They're hard to remember. On a commercial radio show, you can read the book yourself. It's in every bookstore in the United States of America. Taxation without representation. Does that ring a bell with you? Obama's Leninist tactics continue with the seizure of American wealth, though his method of seizing property is less direct than Lenin's. How's that for writing? Is there a word of that statement that's false? No, there's not a word of that statement that's false. It's all true. It's all true. That's all. Which is why Rush doesn't talk about the book. Which is why Fox News won't have me on the show, because it's all true. That's even though I defended Big Brother. In Trickle-Down Tyranny, I actually go to bat and defend Big Brother Murdoch. And yet Murdoch, through his stooge, the leprechaun, uses his shillelagh to make certain that nobody ever mentions Michael Savage. I could care less. It's their loss, not mine. All it's done is diminish their impact on America. Because the true conservatives, the Tea Parties, know what Fox has become. Everybody knows it. It's a watchword now. They're the CNN of our time. If Romney does not stop acting like a rhino, if Romney does not step out from behind his advisors who are running him off the rails, they're using him as a fall guy to make sure Obama's reelected, Romney's not going to get elected. He's going to fall again. Now, I told you yesterday in the show that I heard from a person I respect who sort of has his ear to the ground with both parties. He knows everybody pretty high up in the food chain. And he told me that the Republicans have implicated to him they want to lose, they don't want Romney to win, that they do much better when they have someone to point their fingers at, someone like a Democrat president named Obama. And they actually are working against Romney behind his back to undermine him by advising him to toe the line, stay to the middle course. And Romney apparently doesn't even understand what's being done to him. Apparently no one around Romney who he trusts is telling him the truth about his own Praetorian Guard who is stabbing him in the back. They're all Brutuses. I've been trying to tell Romney for over 6 months now that his advisors are the very same advisors who shafted McCain. They're running the same exact campaign as McCain ran. You mark my words. As I'm standing here, within a month, Romney comes out and says he's in favor of amnesty for illegal aliens or in favor of the DREAM Act. You wait and see. Watch. That'll be the last blow for him. That'll be the last blow. Maybe Ann could come out in the hijab at one of the hearings to say that we love Muslims. I mean, that could be the next one they could recommend that he does. Lugar defeated an Indiana primary. It's a terrible warning to Romney that if he doesn't get out of the center and start moving to the right, he's finished. And we're going to have Obama. And no matter what we say or do, trickle-down tyranny could sell 1 million copies. It won't stop what's going to happen to this country. Look how we've degenerated. I mean, rock and roll used to have lyrics. It was about love. It was elevating women to putting women on a pedestal. Look what they've done to the music and to women and the family, all under the guise of multiculturalism and fairness. Take a look at your country, fool. Take a look at who's dancing in the White House. Take a look at who Obama invites in there and turns it into a degenerate cesspool. Everywhere you turn around, another cesspool occurs in the East Room. But you're not allowed to see it. That's not broadcast by the stooges on ABC, CBS, and NBC. The Pravdaites, the Izvestaites. You're not allowed to see the bums that he invites into the White House. The lowest anti-American vermin. I'll be right back before I really say something I regret.